MicroStrategy is a trash company, and I'm going to tell you why I would never own it in my portfolio. I know, the guy who just woke up at 4 in the afternoon with the same pajamas on that he slept in, played video games in, went to Chipotle in, came back home. You know you could wash those nasty, funky Crocs, right? They'll be in the comment section. They live at home with their parents, and they're going to tell me that I'm stupid, enjoy being broke. Let me show you why I would never own this company. You see, this company, MicroStrategy, it's not new. It's not new to anyone. Anybody who's been around during the dot-com crash, you know Michael Saylor actually got in trouble back in the day for doing fraudulent accounting practices. That should be your number one red flag. So when these, fake pastors get up here and say, I entered into a play in MicroStrategy, I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. And this is why the black and brown and poor communities stay broke, because you even dip your toe into these stocks. I'm not going near them. I'm not buying them at all. And I'm going to show you why people get left holding the bag. You see, he got caught doing fraudulent things back during the dot-com crash. And he actually had to pay a fine, along with a lot of other CEOs. You can actually Google these companies: Lucent Technologies, Global Crossing, WorldCom, Tyco, who else? Enron. Yeah, a lot of these companies got caught doing fraudulent practicing because everybody was just throwing their money during the dot-com. Sounds familiar, right? 2020 stimulus, government, PPP. Yep, sounds very familiar. So a lot of things were invented back then. Whatever happened to NFTs? Yep, we know what happened to those. Somebody's holding the bag on those. So what happened was this guy, Michael Saylor, got caught doing some things, and his company was dead for like 20 years. Just imagine you bought this company back in 2018. It took you 20 years of holding this company. Who is holding this company for 20 years? Probably nobody. And then what better way to revive my company that I got caught doing fraudulent activities for, allegedly, even though he was convicted? I'm just going to say that. You never know. This guy may hop off his yacht and try to sue me. Don't want to get sued. What better way than hop on the Bitcoin Express? You see that little blip? Oh yeah, 2016, 17, that's when Bitcoin started getting popular. It blipped because he attached his little wagon to it. What better way than attach my wagon and say we claim to be the number one holder? You see, we claim. Nobody knows a fact because there's no income that Bitcoin produces. It's just a revolving door of people buying and selling. That's a beautiful business model. Let's say we own something, even though we got caught doing fraud in the past. Let's say we own something we might not own, bring in shareholders' money, and then you know what we're going to do? We're going to sell and unload shares on them. We're going to get rich. We're going to pay off our debts with shareholders' money. We're going to balance our sheets, and then we're going to sell out and leave them holding the bag. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to get influencers to do it. We're going to get black influencers, a lot of black folks that will recruit their church-going people, because let's be honest, a lot of church-going people are very forgiving. You're very passive. If somebody says God and Lord and Jesus take the wheel, you automatically believe that they're churchgoers. So a lot of churchgoers, I'm going to come out and say it, a lot of black folks in the church community, in black communities, are some of the poorest people in the nation. You give your last dollars to be saved to the preacher. A lot of times these preachers are living a better life than you are. God's job, I will repeatedly say this, is to wake you up. The day God does not wake you up anymore, guess what? You ain't got to worry about money or Bitcoin because you're going where you're going. But when you're awake, you got to provide a service or invent something great. You see, a lot of these influencers, they brought a lot of these Bitcoin miner CEOs on their companies, on their channels. A lot of these companies have been sued and in trouble in the past. Riot Blockchain was in trouble in the past. C3 AI has changed their name so many times. You have Bit Farms and Bit Hut 8. All these companies have been in trouble in the past. I do not touch any company that has been convicted of fraud, that keeps changing their name to go with the times, keep changing their business model. If people actually opened a book or listened to an audiobook and did your own due diligence, you would know that a lot of these people are scammy just by the things they say. A lot of these CEOs are scammy. Therefore, a lot of these black folks that have channels, they were literally, I'm gonna come out and say it. Oh yeah. They were, when oh man, I might get in trouble for this. When they came with the slave ships to Africa, yeah, ain't no white man catching no black slave through the jungle. What do? They unleashed other black folks to run them down. And you know what? That's what a lot of these black influencers were. They went out, they recruited you, they changed you up, they brought you back to the CEOs, massa, and they got a little pat on the head and they got compensated. Their lives got better and your lives got worse. Where's all the wealth? So in reality, when people hop in my comment section and say, you a Uncle Tom, you a house Negro. Who's the real house Negro? I never fed you to the wolves. I came out here with the truth, and a lot of black folks don't like the truth. They fed you to the wolves. They got rich. They got suits. They got watches. They got nice cars, and they still here with the plays. I never played. I told you. Later on in life, you will see who was telling the truth, and you will see who was lying. I got a dividend portfolio. If you want to see actual proof, pin top comment will be the membership. If you made it this far, think about subscribing. Some of us think differently. Therefore, some of us live differently, and we could say whatever the hell we want. No regrets. Get it.